Good morning, everyone. I'm sitting here trying to hold off and listening to crazy-ass Nancy Pelosi. She's now telling the people that are asking her questions, I'm not going to take any questions about the good stuff, just the ones I want to answer. Let's go ahead and listen in to old Nancy.
Good morning. How are you? Good, that's good. We've been hearing from people all over the country since last night and this morning. Seems like people have a spring in their steps because the president was held accountable for his reckless behavior. No one is above the law, and the Constitution is the supreme law of the land.
God.
No one is above the law, and the president has been held accountable. It really is interesting to see the response that we are getting, bipartisan, across party lines.
Now, what I want to do here is show you that Nancy thinks that she runs the whole damn show. What you're looking at underneath that 5 or 6 layers of plaster Paris on her face and several coats of paint on that hair is probably the most horrific sight. I know that myself as a male try to avoid anything that looks like that because I suffer from nightmares. And these things can come back on me at any time. People used to think they were flashbacks, from LSD back in the day. No, this is from looking at this witch right here, and there's no other way of calling her but a damn witch. Let me tell you what we got here. I'm going to show you some more clips. Now, here she is. She's the head of the House. Third person away from the presidency of the United States. Woo! Talk about permanently putting a crosshair on there if he was to get in that position. I don't think that lasts very long at all. But neither here nor there. But I'm going to show you how confused this bitch really is. And I say bitch because that's a female dog that's crazy. A bitch. And this is a bitch. And they're crazy. These are people that are supposed to be running our country. They can't run their thumb up their ass. I'm not shitting you. These people couldn't run a McDonald's. That's a pretty complex thing, by the way. They couldn't run a lemonade stand. I'm not kidding. Nancy Pelosi has a district in California. Her district has the most pathetic case of homelessness and people taking a dump on the sidewalk, needles everywhere. It is a wreck. And they want more money from the government. To do what? Nancy and 4 other families, ships included, and Gavin Newsom, the governor, they're all nested up incestuously. And they're running California into the dirt, but they're siphoning.
But you have said of looking like as Democrats, do you run the risk, as some Republicans have said, of looking like you're playing games with impeachment if you hold on to these articles for too long?
I said what I was going to say, Nancy.
Listen to her.
When we bring the bill, which is, just so you know, there's a bill made in order by the Rules Committee that we can call up at any time in order to send it over to the Senate and to have the provisions in there to pay for the impeachment. And then the next step.
She doesn't know what she's talking about.
Whatever you want to call it, the trial. That is where you put the managers.
Yeah.
I was not prepared to put the managers in that bill yet because we don't know the arena that we are in.
Nancy, you can't run
Frankly,
the Senate, girl.
I don't care what the Republicans say. Any other questions? Not on this subject. I've said this is it.
She don't want to answer any questions. You got that corset on too tight.
Well, we'd like to see a fair process, but we'll see what they have, and we'll be ready for whatever it is.
Is that a requirement, or need to see a fair process before?
We would hope there would be a fair process, just as we hope that they would honor
There
the
wasn't no free
Constitution. By the
process.
way,
A free
I saw
process down there
some
with
of it, I didn't see it,
Shiphead
but
and
I heard some
Nadler.
of what Mitch McConnell said today, and it reminded me that our founders, when they wrote the Constitution, they suspected that there could be a rogue president. I don't think they suspected that we could have a rogue president and a rogue leader in the Senate at the same time. Yes.
What we're all talking about, people, is one telephone conversation where the man said, hey, would you do us a favor? we have a citizen over there that happens to be running for president as well. He's been pillaging and raping your country along with other countries, using his office as vice president to do this. Would you look into that for us? Because they're raping us and you too. Is there anything? And by the way, he sets foreign precedents. This is his, if he did not do that, and when he knew that there was a crook in there stealing from us billions of dollars to give to his son, little shield deal, and hurting other countries, it's incumbent upon him to do that, for God's sake. Go, Nancy, lie some more.
Speaker, to that end, you have talked and criticized Senator McConnell today.
Any other questions on
See,
any?
look,
anybody
she don't
wanna
wanna
talk
answer
about,
that.
Mexico Free Trade Agreement. Anybody care about that?
No,
Jobs
we
for
want to hear
American
you lie
people,
more, Nancy.
Progress in addressing globalism and the issues. Anybody want to
shut
talk
up,
about
Nancy.
the SALT tax that we're passing today? Important issues that relate to the economic vitality
Oh,
of our
come on,
communities.
Nancy.
I understand. When we see what their process is, we will know who and how many we want to send over.
question-
Not
You're not
until then.
sending
I'm not
anything,
going to go there
Nancy.
anymore.
It's not
Yes, sir.
your choice.
USMCA, one expects the president will campaign how he got rid of the worst trade deal in history and made a better deal. Is that something you want to take credit for? Or will you let
Of course, we'll take credit for it because what he proposed did not fill the bill of what he just described. But there are those, and some of you have who care
Oh,
about
God, Nancy.
substance. We have in the past asked
Nancy,
about whether we
Nancy,
would pass
Nancy.
that. That's it,
The
yeah.
president last night had some pretty
Y'all
harsh
listen to
comments
this.
about your dear friend Debbie Dingell and her late husband. I wonder if you have any reaction.
Let us pray. Let us pray for the president.
That's all I can take of her, y'all. That is absolutely all I can take of her. I can't take any more. The only solution we've got, people, is to bond together. Get our own information from what's inside of our own group, our own family. And that's why we have started 10 years ago, which I just came back last night from visiting with my dear friend forever, Ryan, who is my programmer for years. I drove from Texas, Kilgore, Texas, Deep Piney Woods, all the way up to Superior National Forest in Minnesota, upstate Minnesota. It was 13 degrees below zero. I went up there, though, because I love my country, and I love my fellow patriots that love the rule of law, and even those that are they're jaded right now. I love you too, because you're Americans. We need your mind, and we need your commitment. We need your passion to want to save this country. If you have that, you come to the Rabbit Hole Herald right here. You come over here and you register. We have created a platform where you can post your thoughts about what you thought about what Nancy just said. You can post your thoughts about if the earth is hollow. You can post your thoughts about chemtrails coming over, your thoughts about vaccines. You can post your thoughts about all of these people that I tell you about daily. This is Zero Hedge. You can come over and you can look at any one of these articles. You can bring your comments on, bring the article, the link, post it on the Rabbit Hole Herald, which I'll show you in a moment. You make a comment on that. Our other members, we appreciate your effort and the value that you contribute to our community. We are a Sub Rosa investigative research community. Sub Rosa means below the rose. Do some research on that. Knights Templar were below the rose. The Illuminati were below the rose. All these little subsets of gangs are sub rosa. They're below the rose. They're below the reality. We are a sub rosa. Look what's behind me, roses. Is that not apropos? That right there is what I call an Essene mirror. Lets me know that by me talking about that without knowing that there and seeing these roses, that lets me know that the spirit above in the ambient tells me I'm on track, and I'm on track. Also, in this very same second, I see the Federal Reserve. If we do anything, people, if we do anything, we eradicate the Federal Reserve and throw lime on it, bury it, and never dig it up again. That's the root of all evil that started the Battle of Waterloo, and we'll go over things like that. We need to educate people. So what we do at the Rabbit Hole Herald is nothing is for free. Nothing. Even the very first thing that you did, take a breath, it was by choice. A decision had to be made, and you had to do work to do it. You had to take a breath. Okay. And we go through life and they say everything's free. You know, there's nothing in life that's free, and someone will say, yes, love is free. No, love is not free. Love is not free. Why? Because you have to pay with your most valuable commodity that you have, and do you have any idea what that is? Probably not. Your most valuable asset that you've got, they know it, and that's what they're trying to get right now, is your attention. Where attention goes, energy flows, and that's the seed of manifestation, and that's what they're doing to us now, people. We are creating, excuse me, man. We are creating this reality, this nightmare that we're living in. Why? Because we're paying attention to what these pricks are saying. They're grabbing your mind, keeping you focused on fear and danger and apocalyptic horse manure, and keeping you going right down the little path that they want, because we listen without discerning ears and we read without discerning eyes. Most people do not make cognizant, free thought, critical thinking decisions with any degree of logic based behind them. They're just taking the options that the people are laying out to them up there. I'm running long. It's going to be about 20 minutes long. Y'all hang in there. It's very important. Everyone knows the sites that I follow. This is Suspicious Observers. Powerful, very powerful astronomer. No holds barred. And I follow them very closely for my weather and solar type things. That's what I do. We'll post those kind of things. He has of great value to our community. Leak Project is my lead guy, Rex Bear. Over here at theleakproject.com, he has a YouTube that you can see. All of these are YouTubes. He covers a broad, very broad brush. This was very powerful. 25-year FBI investigator blows the whistle on aliens. Okay, so we have to be open-minded here. We're going to give y'all all a whole scope of things that you can dissect in whatever genre that you're interested in. Start following, start posting up on the Rabbit Hole, and you can do real well. Because what happens? We teach a culture here at the Rabbit Hole Herald, a culture that if you gain value from any source, be it an article, be it a YouTube, be it a picture, be it whatever, Smile, how much is Smile worth? Penny? I'd pay a penny when I was feeling pretty bad. I don't know about you. But we all, as committed members that won't not just sit on our dead ass on the couch and say, hope someone else does this, we all get together. If we can't roll, if we're in a wheelchair, paraplegic, we're just lazy as hell, just don't want to do it, or can't, we at least throw a penny, nickel, dime, or quarter in someone's tank so they can go up there and do the hard lifting, but we are still engaged. We're still entangled with them doing that. And that's exactly what we're going to do here at the Rabbit Hole Herald. So if you post something up, you happen to like the alien deal, whatever it may be, chemtrails, I'm a political person trying to eradicate the Federal Reserve, whatever is your genre, you bring a link over so we can chase that link. And then that way we're based on as close to facts as we can possibly get. At least we've done our due diligence. You post it over on the Rabbit Hole, which I'm going to show you at the end of this how easy it'll be. It's got another Facebook that we've created. It took us 10 years. You post it over there, it might be something you saw at SGT Report. They demonetized Sean because he's a patriot. And speaking the truth, so YouTube demonetized him. We can remonetize Sean. Sean, I hope you get this message. Someone get a hold of Sean over at SGT Report. Start sending him messages. We can support Sean. Penny, nickel, dime, quarter. We get 1 million people, throw a dime at Sean. Just occasionally. What's 10% of 1 million? Okay, that'd be what 10 cents would be if 1 million people threw 10 cents to Sean. That's $100,000. YouTube is demonetizing, trying to choke him off. Same thing with Rex. We can monetize Rex. He's got great content. We can have Rex in Peru, down the Amazon. We can have him over in Egypt. He would love to go. We all get together. We follow Rex's good content. And then we contribute to him because it's our culture. Where we gain value, we reciprocate for the value that we've gained, a small smidget of a token of our appreciation for the value that they created. This is X22, David, another fantastic source for information. X22report.com, and it's X22 Report over on YouTube. This gentleman right here, has just really taken me topside. This is the Black Conservative Patriot. It's blackconservativepatriot.com. He also has a YouTube. All you have to do is come to the Black Conservative Patriot's website, click right here, and it's going to take you right to his YouTube. And so that's how you access Black Conservative Patriot. Does a powerful job. Had a very, very, very strong report yesterday on what's going on up in all this craziness with this stupid impeachment deal. And there's the Patriot again. Search there. This is let me take you over to the rabbit hole again, and this is where you'd come and register. Once you register, as I did, obviously, then you come over and you this is what you'd see. You put in your stuff here, and then you hit log in, and then it's going to take you right inside to where I was just at. To this page. Does this look similar? This is a replica or a rendition of what you'd see inside of Facebook, Twitter. You come over, you got all your little deals here. You can bring in videos. You can do all this stuff. This is Jim Pike. He posted stuff up here. We're just testing. And you can go to my page. This is my page, by the way. Let me go to my home page here. Just like on YouTube, here's my home page. And these are things that people have posted. We're just testing this all out. And so what you would do is you'd come in, and where we have this word dislike right now, there's going to be a penny, nickel, dime, or quarter. And you can contribute a penny, nickel, dime, or quarter if you find value in this site, no matter whose it is. It can be someone sitting down by the river on a 5-gallon bucket catfishing, and they have their device with them. They post something up, and by God, 1 million people go, how did you catch that damn catfish that big? And they flip that person a penny, nickel, dime, quarter. Do you see what happens? This is a fair exchange of value based on work, wealth redistribution platform, people. We have done it. We have merged exponential growth, which some people will call MLM, with work, true work. We have created the answer, the key to the kingdom. It's what we've done. We've incorporated work. No longer that last person that joins our site have no prayer in hell of doing any good. Yes, they do. The last person just came in can go post something of great value based on one of our topics that we're having, and they can hit quite a lick. So we have created the Holy Grail. This is Nancy again. But let's get back over here to the rabbit hole. Let me show you something here. So when I log in, you're going to see that I go to my site. Let me click on the right spot. Takes me inside. Now you see this right here? Let me get this mic up here. Y'all might not even be able to hear that very well. Look. So let's say I throw $5 in there. It's going to do $5 US is going to be 5 PNs, the same as a dollar. A pen has 100 pennies, P-E-N-E-Es. So you throw $1 in there, and you're going to have 100 pennies, P-E-N-E-Es. That's our internal little tokens of appreciation. And then over here, when I was telling you where it says dislike in the future, excuse me, instead of this word dislike, it's going to say penny, nickel, dime, quarter. So last night, Jim posted this here. If I liked it, when the site comes up and we get this added, it's going to say penny, nickel, dime, quarter, and I can go boom, and you can see I would have a little balance in here of, let's say, $5, $20, $30, but it would be U.S. and denominated into pence, which is exactly the same as dollars. So whatever number you see up there, 100.000, that'd be 100 pen or $100. Okay, and then you break that down into pennies. It'd be very simple. You'll love it. Instead of sitting there and wondering, you know, if anyone liked what you got just because they hit the little like button on Facebook, all that gives you is a little, yay, this gives you a penny. If you get a run, you put something on this, post it on YouTube, it gets a whole bunch of play on YouTube, then that right there, all that we'd do is you would see that you got that many deals, and over here you'd be getting, if you got 30,000 on YouTube, you post your stuff here and on YouTube, and we'll know it. You'll get 30,000 times whatever the people think that your value is worth. Penny, nickel, dime, or quarter. If you got 1,000 people to quarter, that's $250 for just that one post. And so we're out here to help the little people. I'm taking nothing. I take no fees. There are no transfer fees. This is my gift to my country and to the people that understand the rule of law and patriots and that are patriots and follow the Constitution. You'll have a whole withdrawal balance. We'll send, each time you send a penny, nickel, dime, or quarter, we're going to accompany that with a gifting statement saying that this is a gift freely given from you, expecting nothing in return to whoever you're sending it to. It's a gift. It's tax-free to them. 1 million people send them a dime. That's $100,000, but that dime was sent by 1 million different individuals. That's not a taxable event. That $100,000 is tax-free. You think there's going to be a crosshair, it's going to be right here on this cowboy's head, because the Federal Reserve is not going to like this, because we bring in worthless paper fiat, we convert it into pens, and then if you wish, you can go out in Bitcoin gold, whatever it is. You can go out in solid gold, and you can go back into worthless paper fiat. The choice is yours. I'm running very, very long. We'll pick this back up. If you're not a member of this site, click right here, because this is the only portal that you're going to get for information. We're going to have nightly calls starting very, very soon to where we all get together. You'll be on the mailing list. I can send you a blast out and saying that we're going to be on our live conference line, a free conference call line. We can get 1,000 people on there, and we're going to talk about what's going on right there at the moment. If someone says something on that call, they give their little username. Someone says something prophetic on that call too. Guess what? You can take your little phone. You can go over here and say, there's John Doe. He said this, that, and the other. I'm going to flip him a penny, nickel, dime, quarter. This is going to be fantastic. And it's just about ready. I just got back from Minneapolis. On the road for 36 hours of drive time, and I only slept for 4 during that. And I met with my beloved friend Ryan. So y'all go out and create a wonder-filled day. It is by choice. And remember this, once a person who has been honestly mistaken in all of their life learns the truth, they either cease to be mistaken or they cease to be honest. What say you? Ramblin' Randy, we down.